Hi, it's Real Estate Annie, and I was just looking at some of the real estate going around the area today, and I was looking up what was the most expensive cities to live in San Bernardino County specifically, because I first started in the Empire, but I've decided to focus on San Bernardino County. And then what I had noticed is that, well, this is like another example of why you prefer a local realtor, because when it popped up and I did the search of most expensive places to live in San Bernardino County, it ended up showing me Rancho Cucamonga, which there are like definitely some expensive houses up there. Depending on what part you're at, there's a range in Rancho Cucamonga. There's some more affordable housing, and then there's some very less affordable housing that's there. And so that wasn't necessarily a surprise. What was surprise is then I was like, okay, well then how far do other areas lie? And I'm looking, and I was like, so if you live in the area, you know that there's a few like obvious areas that were more affluent and may have a higher cost of living or medium home sale value. And so I was looking for Chino Hill to see where they ranked, and I looked and it wasn't actually listed. And as you see, there's like no listing at all. And then I went further and like, okay, let's just look at the city itself, and states that it had like one neighborhood with very few homes listed. And then, but if you zoom out, it obviously shows lots of homes in the area. So it's like a lot of people don't even know that Chino Hills is not Chino, and they're two separate cities, two separate like vibes, I guess you could go for. If you're looking for more space and stuff, there's a lot to offer in Chino, and then Chino Hills it's just a different vibe. So not to mention the median price points on homes is slightly different too. So it was actually quite interesting to see that, a big website like Realtor.com doesn't even have it listed as, I even looked earlier, I looked to see, it didn't have it in Riverside County, it wasn't listed in Orange County, so it pretty much didn't know where to put the city. It acknowledged that it is a city, but it didn't know what county it is in. So I don't know how they come up with some of this stuff. If it's all input by realtors, and then it's going on to the MLS, and then, so does that mean that many realtors don't know that it's its own city? So is they trying to keep it a secret? It's kind of like interesting to see. And then when I looked up the values, that, okay, that makes more sense. When you actually look at it, it's just not ranked. So it is quite an interesting thing. But you got to have local realtors that know the area. I've been in the area all my life and seen things change dramatically. That's why I was talking to one of our friends earlier this week, like from like way back when Fedco was like the only thing around to like now, where there's housing everywhere. There's dramatic changes in the area, dramatic development. Things shift. Unless you're in it, you're kind of like not in it. So if you want to know what's actually truth for what is happening in the local area, talk to a local realtor. I'm here if you have any questions. Real Estate Annie, talk to you later.